This is another weekly recruiting tip, and this one's going to be a social media tip, and it's about Facebook. So I was doing some research, and I should have had this up first, but one of my favorite tools is BuzzSumo, and I was using it for a totally different reason, but I came across something that was pretty interesting. So BuzzSumo just aggregates all these articles, let's say DevOps, right? Because DevOps is always on my mind as of late. So I click DevOps, and you can type in your keywords for what you're recruiting for. And it tells you what's most popular by shares in social media. And I was looking at some of these and look at these numbers. Just for instance, you would think most developers, oh, they're on LinkedIn or they're on Twitter, but look at the numbers on Facebook. Lots of people are on Facebook talking about this stuff. And I know a lot of recruiters just hate to be on Facebook. And I think the number one reason is they don't want to mix, right? You don't want your Aunt Susie to get your recruiting messages. So here's a quick way to do this. And I'm going to go back to old school and show you Google Plus, because these guys nailed this perfect, right? No one uses Google Plus anymore, but you get to make circles. And so when I added a new friend, I could just drag them to circles, right? So if I went to TalentNet conference, I could just make a TalentNet circle, and then when I wanted to share something on Google Plus, I could just say, what circle? In other words, if I had a family circle, my cousins or my aunts and uncles weren't going to get my same updates as TalentNet. In Twitter, we have lists, which is a little different, but you can at least monitor. You can add people to a list and at least see what they're up to, and focus in on what a certain group is, right? You really can't message out to a certain list. Now, Facebook has the same feature. It's just a little more clunky and not a lot of people use it. So I've started using this recently once I realized how many technical people were on Facebook. So what you do is you scroll down to the left side of Facebook and it'll say friends, because that's the default, right? When you friend somebody, right? We even use it as a verb. We friend somebody. But if you click on more, you can actually see you can create a new list. So you can make a list for, whatever it is you want. So for me, I made a list for recruiters, right? Because I'm always sending out recruiter stuff. So I made it recruiter stuff. And now, and you can see I've got, if you're working at a company, you can make one just for your coworkers. And you can go on to your high school, to your college. You get the idea. You're making a group of people that have something in common. So now, if I'm going to share a post, I can have this say just recruiting stuff, and only my recruiting friends will get this and not my family. I think this solves a big problem, and this will help recruiters get on to Facebook. So check it out, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.